Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus giving you another full game breakdown. Still going to be using the Buffalo Bills as my offense and on defense, but I'm going to be switching up the offensive formation that I've been running with. I'm going to be using a lot of empty flex base formations, so 5 wide type formation on offense. I'm going to use that exclusively on this. This was the first time I actually did this. Going against the Buffalo Bills, I'm using the Miami Dolphins just to kind of change things up a little bit. On defense, 43, going to be using a lot of cover 4 coverage, and I'll also be jumping into some man coverage too. So my opponent has got probably almost 400 games online. He's ranked 7,000 in the nation. And he had a hard time with my defense. He's a big 49ers player and started using the Buffalo Bills as a new team, so maybe he was just switching things up. So right here, actually almost get a turnover. Go to man coverage right here, actually almost hits the guy right here, and I get a deflection. You're going to see this defense, this Dolphin defense, getting a lot of deflection. So back to the man coverage where it contains, and he pops me right over the middle on a 4th and 13 situation with his tight end. He gets a nice little first down, so good play for him. Now I'm going back into my basic cover 2 shell. The defensive backs, the safeties play really good in the with the Dolphins. They're very good. The secondary is actually pretty good. Does a little shake route, actually tests my user. I do not come down with it. I was actually in perfect position to take that play array. Back to the cover 4 with the deep flats. He actually hits a little wheel route off the backside. Defensive guy is down there, and now I'm back. It's 4th and 5 situation. I jump into, I think, man coverage in this type of situation. He does basically a play right here. He gets a nice little a route bounce by Diggs. He's able to get the ball down to the 8-yard line. So he's moving the ball down, but I'm getting in a lot of 4th down situations. So that's actually a good situation on defense, is that if you're forcing your person to get down to those 4th down situations, they're not running the ball, they're passing the ball a lot. That means they're having a hard time with their defense. So right here, I basically have a lot of cloud coverage. I've got a spy. I've got a couple of rooks or yellow zones, and he's able to go ahead and throw into one of my guys and I get a deflection. So you're going to see me getting a lot of deflections. So this is the 5 wide offense I'm running right here. I actually threw a screen out. I don't know. I didn't really have anything, and it backed up in my end zone, so I wasn't too sure about what I should use in this offense as I was labbing this offense. He luckily backs off his guys, and I'm able to go and hit my running back and get a quick little out and get a first down. So 1st and 10 situation on the 17, 2nd quarter, and basically this is a play that I'm using as my base play. Simple bench concept off the left, hit the out again. He comes down with his user and hits the guy right there. Now I go into basically it's kind of a mesh concept. I've got basically a dragger underneath. Go ahead and pop it right in front of his defender and get a first down. So I want to force my opponent to go ahead and make sure that he has to defend the inside. So right here, I take my running back. I've got an out route, and I'm able to go and hit the corner with Parker and pick up some pretty good yards. So I want to go ahead and force my opponent to actually defend the corners off there. So now I come back into just a basic verticals play. It's got those 3 clear outs and then a drag underneath. That way he has to defend the backside too. With this, and this particular play, I threw right into his user. I got so lucky in that type of situation that I did not get picked off in there. That should have been an interception, and I got lucky by EA. So back to the out right here, I dropped it down to the little spot route by the tight end. You can see the tight end actually he gets 9 yards on that particular route, so it's real good. And then I have a little hitch on the backside. He didn't cross anybody. I'm able to go and pop that, get a 1st and goal situation right here. Then I motion over. I've got a flat curl concept off to the right. I've got a couple of hook routes. I go ahead and use the whip route on the backside. Whip route is open, but I missed the read. But you can see the curl was actually open. He actually had body positioning. I'm able to go and get a touchdown on my first possession on offense. So, minute and 51 seconds left. He actually spreads his guys out. He's using a 4 wide receiver set. Hits me with a little dragger underneath and actually picks up some pretty good yards. I think he actually no huddled. So minute 25 right now. He's got trips off to the left, tight end. right here. He's going with just a basic verts play. You quick snap that, hits the dragger underneath. So 2nd and inches situation, going back same with my cover 4 coverage, and he pops the sideline. So this guy's methodically moving the ball down the field. He's actually very successful. Now I decided to go and jump into man coverage, and man coverage with this Dolphins team is really good. These defensive backs are better than advertised, or what you would expect. Right here, actually, he couldn't hit the crosser. I've got a block shed off the edge with my defensive end. And then once again, he actually corner right here. I get a nice little deflection and another CPU give me as far as an interception. So 32 seconds left. I got the ball on my side. Going to try to pop him up the seam on the left-hand side with Parker, but he's got manned up. But on the back side of this middle high-low, you've got that post route that basically you can get for completion. So I got to pick up a nice little chuck and change right there, take a timeout. So back to the play again. I've got a corner right here. Another huge break. Triple coverage. I throw into it. The ball actually gets deflected out of bounds. I get a lucky break once again. So right here, I go to Burrito. I'm looking at Burrito on the seam. That actually gets covered up. He takes over the top. I drop it down to the tight end because he does over-the-top coverage. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and take a timeout. So 17 seconds left right here. I'm going to go into verticals. I'm looking to the underneath, but look, I got one-on-one with Grant. Grant is 95 speed. Most defensive backs can't keep up with it, and Grant is able to go and get a touchdown going into the second half, and I'm getting the ball. So second half, up 14-0, getting the ball against this guy. So if I go up by 3 scores, this game's pretty much going to be over with unless some kind of hellacious thing happens. So right here, I go into basically I've got a corner route, I got an underneath route, I get a streak. I'm going to go ahead and hit the over at the top, the underneath route right here with a little inside play. Then back right here to the middle high-low, and I catch his defensive switching. He's out of position. I'm able to hit Parker and take it down the sidelines for that one-play touchdown, which has been popularized by so many other Madden players out there, and get a touchdown. So up 21-0, pressure's on him. 4 minutes left in the third quarter right here. He takes a shot up top, and actually that was a deep comeback route, I believe, and he's not able to complete that. And then actually gets some good pressure against him. He takes off his quarterback. I'm able to sack for a loss. 3rd and 19 situation right here. Go back with my same stock coverage, and he actually breaks it down. Look at the streak on the back side with Diggs. He's able to go and beat that. So he figured out my coverage, which usually a lot of players have a hard time reading because they, it's a cover 4 shell, so they think those guys are deep. But actually, I have flat zones out there that go pretty deep. So he figured it out. So I can't go back into that coverage anytime soon because he's going to be able to beat me up top for a big touchdown opportunity. I take a shot up top, get a ball that gets passed off to the right, and I don't really have really good situation right here. I got man coverage. I'm gonna hit that deep post on the backside with Grant and pick up a first down. So 1st and 10 situation. Now I go with a screen, find the hole in the offensive line, and I'm able to go and pick up a first down with that. That is such an annoying aspect of the spread offense, is that if you can run with your quarterback, it's going to drive some people crazy. Take a delay of game situation. Try to hit a crosser. This guy gets in my face. The ball actually comes out flat. So 2nd and 15 situation. Once again, going to slide my guy over, show him the same type of a look. I've got a little hitch with Burrito, and I streak up Grant over the top. And right here, basically everything is pretty much locked up. I have to get rid of the ball. He had that play on lock. So I'm going to go into a different play. I've got the drag underneath. I've got the end. But as you can see, he switched up his defense. He went into some kind of a goofy cover 3 shell, and the seam was wide open. I'm able to go and hit Grant and get a first down. So got dual whip routes out here. Actually, a whip route, and I've got basically streak. And right here, I'm able to hit the corner with Parker to get the ball in the end zone, going up 3 scores again. So 28-7, third quarter. He takes off this quarterback, fumbles the ball, and luckily for him, he actually his old lineman falls onto the ball. Back to his stock verticals, pretty much locked up. He takes off this quarterback once again and actually dives. He doesn't slide correctly. And then goes into quarters defense right here and actually takes off with his running back. He's able to pick up some good yards. So 2nd and 5 situation, back to verticals. He's running vertical stock, and this defense I'm running is actually pretty well, got it all set up. Now I go with the underneath routes right here. He actually hits his running back on the backside. I think that was a screen play, but because of the pressure, I don't think those guys could get out. So as a result, I actually get the ball back. So hit a little hitch on the backside right there. 2nd and 5 situation. Going to go back to the screen, and I'm able to take off this quarterback just to chew the clock down. So that's the one thing that's bad about this particular offense, is that obviously you don't have ways to effectively run the ball down. It's strictly passing sets, so you have to take that into consideration. Dragger on the backside, he can't get his user out there in time, and I get the ball down to the 5. I try to not get into the end zone. I probably could have gotten the end zone, which when I look at this reader play, I missed the back of the end zone read. Get sacked here, but I'm just trying to chew down the clock as much as possible. I don't want to give this guy any kind of an opportunity. Go with basically a vertical play. I got a back end inside. I probably should have put a little bit more depth on the inside. And then 3rd and goal situation, I actually throw over the top. He actually jumps out of nowhere, and user picks it, takes it out of the end zone, and actually gets a nice little interception. So the back of the end zone was open. I just got to the ball a little bit late with my read, and as a result, he's able to get an interception, stay in the game. So the guy didn't quit out. He actually stuck it out. He wanted to see what he was doing, but he actually throws an interception just to tie up the game. So this is the 5-wide scheme I'm going to be using. He actually had a hard time stopping it. Most players do. You probably want to take a look at it too. I'll be dropping individual plays to take a look at it. So if you do like these breakdowns, go ahead and smash the like button. Until next time.